Sorry. So for those of you who are who didn't see me before, for those of you who don't know, I was born in Korea, moved to the Philippines, lived in Singapore, and I moved to Canada, and I'm here for 10 years now. The reason why I say this is I don't have a home. Like, I feel I'm a stranger everywhere I go, because technically I left Korea when I was 10 and lived in Singapore when I was like between 12 years old to like 17 years old. And I moved to Canada, which I'm not even a Canadian. But today I want to share a small lesson that I learned the past few years being a stranger, and how much benefits that it can give me in life in general, right? I personally feel, people in society, everybody, they try to impose certain cultural or social norms on you because you're because of your race, your background, your nationality. Once you're a stranger, you don't experience any of that. That's my personal experience. For Koreans, my friends who are Koreans, they're so generous at what I do. Whatever I do, they're so generous. They don't really say, "Oh, you're wrong," or "You should behave this way." They don't impose certain behavioral expectations on you. On the other side, in Canada, being different is not even a thing. Like, everyone's different. Canada is so diverse and so multicultural. Being a different is not even a thing. It's so normal. And just one day I realized that it's just the way how you view the world. Because one day I watched this TV show, and I don't know if you guys know Steven Yeun from Walking Dead. So he was actually in a Korean TV show saying that, "Oh, I'm very confused on my identity. I don't know if I'm an American, or I don't know if I'm a Korean." So he was very confused because he lived in America, but he speaks a little bit of Korean. But Americans don't really see him as an American, and Koreans don't really see him as a Korean. Just like my friends, my Korean friends don't really see me as a Korean. Canadian people, they don't really see me as a Canadian. I look like this. My English is so Asian, and they don't really see me as a Canadian. But I think it's about how you view the world. Like, for example, I think it's a good example. So at my workplace, I have two Indian friends. One is so pessimistic, and one is so optimistic. So one guy is just all the reasons he gives is like, "Oh, I'm from a poor country, and like there's so many people. It's so competitive." And some random reasons, "Oh, I'm brown." And the other optimistic guy, same Indian guy, but it's like he's so proud of himself, of his nationality. He's so proud of being Indian. He believes that he can do anything because he's an Indian. So it doesn't matter if it's actually true or not. The beliefs that these guys have, to me, they're both same Indians, but they have two different beliefs. And one get to achieve many things in life, and another guy just stays where he is because he's pessimistic, because he trapped his beliefs. And I think the true freedom that we seek in life is actually being ourselves without having anybody giving pressure on our shoulder, right? Because a lot of people, they try to behave in a certain way, they try to do certain things because our parents, tells us to do, or because my friends do this, especially Asian people. Our parents want us to do doctor, become doctor, lawyer, astronaut, right? Like that's like easy example. That's some sort of expectations that our parents have towards us. But I think the true freedom that we, every individuals, have is when you can be true, when you can become yourself without having any type of social behavioral expectations on you. And being a stranger anywhere I go, when I go to Korea, they see me as a Canadian. When I come to Canada, they see me as a Korean, right? And nobody has any type of expectations on me, which is, it helps me become the true version of myself wherever I go. And from today, so because is a choice. It's choice of a belief. It's not because it's not environment forms our beliefs. It's the choice. The beliefs is our choice. It's 100% our choice to what to believe. Even though anybody of you who are kind of struggling in your life because of your certain cultural social identity, from today we can actually practice to think in a more optimistic way, and then I find the real benefits within that path. Thank you.